That time. It's about that time. It's about that time. Hello, everyone. Welcome once more. If you're seeing this face for the very first time, my name is Martha Gift, aka Mama BK, and the one and only original Mrs. Mayeke. Okay, this is our program, which is known as Live for Africans in the Diaspora. And we are live every Wednesday and Friday, 7 p.m. UAE time and 4 p.m. Cameroon time, only on TikTok. But we love those who watch us from YouTube and from Facebook. So if you're viewing us from YouTube, we love you so much. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment down below. And those from Facebook, we love you guys. We appreciate you guys. Thanks for always coming. Thanks for always supporting. Leave your comments in the comment section so we can know you. Tell us where you're streaming from. So today, let's start by welcoming the participants we have in the house right now. Hello, Mr. Terence Chi. Hello, Kenyatta Powell. Hello, Minnie Kwu. Hello, Favor Grace. Hello, Mary J. Hello, Heartbeat. Hello, Prince Robert. Hello, Dave. Okay, amazing viewers, speakers, and all those who are more than willing to contribute. Guys, you are welcome. Hello, Stephanie Mugamba. Hello, Wested. Hello, Sweetest Son. Hello, Lofis Delhomme. Hello, Malak et Yasmine 2020. Hello, okay, Sweetest Son, I see you. And Baby Richie. Guys, please, if you're just joining, power tap your screen. Hello, Mr. Tala Wills. I see you. Komoroski, thanks for joining. I see you guys. Guys, please power tap your screen. Share the live broadcast so we get more participants. Power tap your screen. Share the live broadcast so we get more participants. Mr. King. Collins Eze, thanks for joining. Greetings to you guys, whatever your time may be. Please let the comment section be very, very active today. Because remember, we have our own sister, our own Emirati sister, who is willing to share important information with us. So guys, please share, 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 share. Yes, guys, power tap your screen, power tap your screen. Power tap your screen. Remember, we don't end here. We upload some of these videos on YouTube, on K and Mom's Reality. We upload them as well on Facebook because we don't want these discussions to end here. We want people to keep watching, even when like they find themselves in trouble. They can look for some of those platforms and watch some of those videos. It will encourage them. It will motivate them. So as an African out there, if you have any successful story, please come share with us. Remember, we've had thousands of sad stories, thousands of painful, sorrowful stories. And this time around, we want to change the narratives. We encourage people that have good experiences to come share their experiences with us so it can motivate someone out there. So please, Jenny White, thanks for joining. Power tap your screen. Power tap your screen, share the live broadcast so we get more participants. Remember, on Wednesday, we had our sister. Hello, Shalom. I see you. Thanks for joining. Wow, you're such an amazing woman. Last week, you shared an amazing story. And I'm still working on the videos. If you've not found your own clip on my page, don't worry. I'm working on it. I will still upload your clip. For all those who will be worried that, she brings some people's clips, but mine she hasn't, I will bring your clip. So please, just keep power tapping. And again, if you're interested in sharing your experience with us, you can tell us in the comment section and I will send you an invite. Or you yourself, you can just send a request and I'll just confirm it from here. Mom Bebe, thanks for joining. Elijah, thanks for joining. Dixon, thanks for joining. Guys, please keep power tapping your screen. Remember, life out here in the diaspora, it's not easy. Trust me, it is not easy. It is tough. But we can encourage each other. We can motivate each other. We can give each other reasons to keep pushing, reasons to keep fighting, reasons to keep striving, reasons to keep looking for possible solutions on how we can achieve our dreams. She says, I have been receiving lots of questions. Wow, wow, wow. See, those people, really? Wow, amazing. See, sis, in order to prevent these people from disturbing you, when they send you questions like that, refer them back to this platform and ask them to wait until the next show. Then they can come with their questions. Remember, I want you to ask your question here, because by that your questions, others will learn as well. You get, you may be asking a question. There are thousands of people out there that want to ask that same questions, but they are not courageous enough to come up. You get? So please, guys, it's always advisable to ask your questions here. Don't go and disturb our speakers, please. Don't disturb our speakers on their free time. It's not easy for someone to sacrifice their time to come out here to share their experience, especially successful experiences. Those people always get lots and lots of questions. And you can imagine for a family person that has sacrificed his or her time to come here. Yeah, sis. We are live every Wednesday and Friday, 7 p.m. UAE time and 4 p.m. Cameroon time. Twice a week, Wednesday and Friday. We are live from 7 to 9, so we sacrifice 2 hours. Every day we are live. So we come live 4 hours in a week, and I believe that is enough. Yes, 4 hours a week is enough. We are sharing a whole lot, and people are learning every day. I have people from Facebook, they are testifying how they are learning that, yes, they have not traveled. Some of them are still in Africa. They have not traveled, but only from people's experiences, they feel like they have been here already in the UAE. So guys, please, I encourage you to come here and ask your questions. Come here and ask your questions in order to help others as well. They can as well learn. Maybe it's a question that might skip someone's mind, and you come with that question. They will learn from you. If Mr. Tala Wills asks you a question, it's good he comes here again, so you guys can as well discuss about it here. Okay, we'll start by welcoming the participants we have. I'll be sending invites, guys. I'll be sending invites. So if you're interested, you can confirm it and come up. I told you guys, one day, I'm as well going to share my... And I'll tell you guys what prompted me to start this program. It's because I as well, I need information. I need information. I want to know more about the country. I want to know how people are managing. That's why I said to myself, hey, it's like I'm going to mute you because your surrounding is noisy. Hello, sis Shalom. How are you doing?
I'm good, and you?
I'm fine, thank you. See, thank you so much for sharing your testimony. You know, this is one thing we all usually shy away from doing. We don't testify. We feel like the only time or the only opportunity we get to testify is when we go to church.
I don't want to go live now, okay?
Um, um, when I go on TikTok and I see people going live, like trying to most of the time I'm a kind of shy. I will not say shy of talking, but whenever I talk, people always feel like I'm bragging a lot. You understand?
Here it's not
So
like that.
yeah,
Because
so
here we are struggling, like we are doing everything possible to force people to accept the truth. You know why they feel like you're bragging? Because people have refused to accept the truth. Most of us have refused to accept that in order to get the better salary, you must upgrade. You must take a course, irrespective of the certificates you have from your home country. If you come to
yeah.
this country and you're doing your security job, your cleaning job, if you don't take a course to improve on yourself, you keep doing security until you go back to your country.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
And
So if
people don't want to hear that. You know, they used to say the truth is bitter, but it must be
they have to be
spoken.
so,
If
yeah,
you yes, if you look at our society, our community, especially our African community out here in the UAE, we are used to lies.
exactly. And the thing is, I will not like, let me not say I'm bragging, but I always like to use my life as an example. People always thought that for me, giving birth in UAE, the most challenging part is who will take care of this child when you will be at work. That is the most challenging part.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, my experience here in UAE has made a lot of people having their child there, because people could never believe. Because some people, even when I gave birth, I received a lot of questions like, I thought it's impossible to give birth in UAE. I was like, which country is not allowed to give birth? Which
That's
country? Like, people always like, even back home, I receive a lot of questions from Cameroon, even some friends from the US. You know, they have this narrative that giving birth in UAE, it's, you must be extremely rich, which
yeah.
is not possible. Everything, it's all about planning. So each time I come live, each time I go on Facebook and I see people talking about, like, especially this topic of visa and family, I always like to intervene. I always like to intervene. I always like when I see people talking what is not truth, it's a kind of irritating me, because they are trying to paint this country blue, 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 black. You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I, anytime you go on live, just please, because I'm a very busy person. Today it's fine. I can say your live. I'll be participating every Friday, because at least Friday I close very early, 12 o'clock. I'm already home. So I have enough time to do whatever I want to do, then to join your live. You said 7 o'clock, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Fridays I can assure I will be there. But Wednesday, if I come, it's just to glance and go back.
Okay. You know,
Yeah.
even for me, it's not easy because Wednesday I finish duty by 2:30, and to get home it's already around 3:30, 4 p.m. And as a family person, I have a few things to do. Before you know it, it's 7. And sometimes I'm not even ready, but I'm like, I have to because people are waiting. But
Yeah,
Fridays are really,
exactly.
really good.
Yeah,
Friday, yeah,
Fridays are
12,
good.
I'm home and I can do anything and I can rest for a few hours. And like today, I'm ready. I'm ready. But
I don't
Wednesday,
know if I'm following you. I don't even know how to manipulate this thing very well. Are we even friends?
I'll check. I will check.
Okay.
Bro, you know, when we talk about, he says, I think Friday and Saturday would be easier. It's good. I'm off Saturday and Sunday. So I would have said Saturday and Sunday is fine, but my weekends are very busy. You will not imagine. The way I work over the weekend as well. If I should take the weekend, maybe we'll end up not coming. So it's better I
Yeah.
maintain my Friday, my Wednesday and Friday. Hello, Mr. Blessed Tony. Thanks for joining. So, if we want to continue with this topic of family in the UAE, let me ask you something. You know, another mistake I believe most Africans are making, especially Cameroonians in this UAE. I don't know, but it's just my point of view. Some
Okay.
people decide, like, okay, they meet their partners and they decide to get married. And they go to Abu Dhabi to sign their marriage certificate. I don't know how people are reasoning this thing, but in all sense of it, to me, it's wrong. We have a consulate here. Some people think it's expensive to go to our consulate, that they make things difficult for them. So they prefer going to Abu Dhabi, where they will spend just 300 dirhams. But
Yeah.
I want to put it to Africans out there. If you, as a father or a mother, you have your child, maybe let me say you have a male child, he grows up and decides to get married. Shalom, are you with me?
Yes, of course I am. I'm listening.
Yeah. You decide to, your son grows up, he becomes an adult and decides to get married. If your son goes out there to look for your best friend to stand for him, as his father to pay his wife's dowry, would you be happy?
Of course, I will not be happy because I'm still alive.
Thank you. But now, most Cameroonians, they leave the
Yes,
Cameroonian consulate. They go to Abu Dhabi and sign their marriage certificate. When they sign their civil wedding there, when having a child now in this country without your Abu Dhabi marriage certificate, remember, for your child to get a passport, you need a birth certificate from the embassy, right?
yes, exactly. You need to have both certificate, one from UAE, which will be issued by the ministry. Then you use that particular certificate, that is Dubai birth certificate. They will give you two. They will give you one in Arabic and in English. You will
Mm,
use one and go and make your child birth certificate, Cameroon birth certificate,
thank
before
you.
applying for the
For
child's
passport.
passport.
Thank you. That's the point I'm trying to make. Because people are just excited and they are carried away by the fact that Abu Dhabi, you're paying just 300 dirhams and you get married.
Um,
But your father is here. There is someone here that represents our father, our popo, our grandpopo, our president, His Excellency Paul Biya. He's here. Now, you abandon him. You go elsewhere and get married. And now, in case your wife gets pregnant, you need a birth certificate. You come back to your father to ask for a birth certificate in order to apply for a passport. I will put the question again to Cameroonians out there. If you were the father, would you agree?
okay. Are you done? Can I say something?
Sure.
Okay, now, what you just said, I'm not like agreeing, okay? I was one of the people who got married I was one of the people that got married here. When I got married to the consulate was still under under construction. Trust me. That time you'll be the one to rent tables and chairs. So it was still under construction. So it was again very easy to get married. Like you can apply now and get married even after 2 weeks. It was so easy. But now, trust me, the system is something else. To apply, you can apply, then you get married after maybe 6 or 7 months.
Okay.
Yeah, like if you don't have a friend that have a friend that is working in the consulate, it will be very difficult. For me, I think it's not all about the money. It's not all about the money because for if I can remember very well, I think getting married in the consulate it's 1,000, it's 1,200 dirhams. It's not all about the money. It's all about the protocol. You have to wait, wait, and wait. Oh my God, the noise!
I'm going to mute him
Because
now. Sorry about that.
yeah, I have a friend that wanted to get married here. She went to apply. They told her she will only have to come after 6 months.
Did they
After
give
six,
any reason?
I think because the population, the people that really want to get married, like they are really like too much. So, but thank God for her. Her husband had a friend that is working in the consulate, so they had to. I don't know, you know us, right? To do something, so they had to shift her wedding right in front. And some people also, I heard they go to Abu Dhabi because of the beauty of the place.
Sister Shalom,
Yeah,
do you know there are so many people who got married in Cameroon? They came to the UAE and decided to remarry.
really?
Yes.
Why?
See,
Why?
Cameroonians will not tell you that, but they practice it a lot.
But why?
They have wait, let me just explain something to you. They have found out what they are doing, what so many people are doing. So they must investigate you thoroughly. That's
Oh,
why it's taking a very long time. And because some people, when a man is deceiving a lady, you know how life here is.
oh, I get the point now.
Yes,
I get the
when a
point now.
man meets a woman who is a kind of supportive more than his wife back home, he tends to feel like he wants to really give you that assurance that I have your back, I am with you, I love
Yeah.
you, and all they can tell a woman. That is it. So many
Oh,
people have not even that they have double identity. They get married in Cameroon, come here again, and still repeat the same thing, the same procedure, the same process,
oh,
like
I see
nothing
now.
happened. It's
Oh,
that
I
bad.
understand. Oh,
Yes,
now I understand why it takes so long.
yeah.
Okay, now I
They need to
understand.
do their investigations, send people back home to even go to where you say you live to check. If they don't do
Okay,
it like that, so many people will be married in Cameroon and in Dubai as Cameroonians with Cameroonian marriage certificates. So
which is
many
very good
ladies
then.
in this Dubai who have gone to Abu Dhabi, they will find out that they are married to people's husbands in the future.
Which is very good then. Like they really need to investigate.
Thank you. You see, that's the part we are not checking, we are not looking into.
Oh, I see. And you are right because I've seen a lot of Cameroonians on this TikTok celebrating their wedding in Abu Dhabi. I've seen a whole lot. I've seen it.
Most of those people running to Abu Dhabi, they need to investigate them. Don't laugh. It sounds funny, but it's not funny. I pray ladies will reason this thing and understand that it's not all about the fact that excitement that you're getting married is there, that you're doing palais and call, you're showing your ring. No.
Hello.
Oh my God.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, actually, I was following up the topic. I don't understand the points, but there's few things I would like to highlight. You know, when it comes for issue of where I want to basically start is for the reason why some people prefer to go to Abu Dhabi and get married in Abu Dhabi. Now, these are the points. When you want to get married and apply under your embassy, it takes longer time,
Yeah.
it takes stress, it takes more money, all right?
Okay.
Okay. Then when you apply under UAE, under UAE the system is easy and light. Nobody will come and try to, even mishandle you or even talk to you rudely or something like that. You will get the proper service as you deserve. And again, they will make sure that if they're charging that 300 is all you're going to pay. And that is done. And for me, I would really prefer that if you're in UAE and you want to get married, it's good to go to the UAE embassy and get married there than going to your embassy. Those are the number one, those are the some of the different. I understand what you're saying. That's leaving your embassy and going to someone embassy and all of that. But remind you that it's not actually a work of embassy to go and investigate you whether you are married back in Cameroon or not. It's very easy if they want to issue you. I understand if they want to issue a marriage certificate, they need to check from a Minister of Human Affairs to know if this person is already has already registered have a certificate, marriage certificate already under the Minister of Affairs before. And which this thing you are saying like this is not something that's supposed to take even 2 days and more for them to confirm that. It's not something with your passport, your name and your passport. Okay, they're supposed to confirm within 2 days. So what is the point that's taking that long time, and also the extra charges they are applying? And moreover, you cannot say because they want to go to where you live in Cameroon and investigate you and know whether you are married there or not, and all of that is something that can be done so easy. But due to the kind of, most of we like stressing ourselves, even in something that we're supposed to make it to be easier. And this life now, everybody wants something that is easy.
Mm.
You know, everybody wants something that is easy because that is all about life. Life things has to be easy. But here, when you go to your own embassy, which you know that this is my own, a place you take as a home, it's supposed to be even easier than UAE, than as this system of UAE is going now. But when you go there, you express that you will in some part you will be regretting why did you come here, and which is very bad.
Mr. Da Prince, Mr. Da Prince, you know, normally I'm using Cameroon as an example because I know more about Cameroon. To get married back in Cameroon, you're supposed to give your picture. The husband will give his picture, the wife gives her picture. They will post it in the council for a month. That's 30 days. It stays there for investigation. When the picture is there, it's for in case you've been married or you have or you've even lived with someone in the same house for more than 6 months. You cannot get married. If anyone comes to claim you that your picture is out there, you're not allowed to get married again. So if back in Cameroon it's taking us 30 days, you don't expect UAE to be less than 30 days. It's our system. It's like having a mother that has a bad character. You will not abandon your mother because she has a bad character. Having a father that has HIV and you're so ashamed for people to discover that he has HIV, you will not abandon your father because he has HIV. So I understand that we want the easy way, but you and I know the easy way is not the best way. People are actually going to Abu Dhabi to get married. My point is, last on Wednesday, we were discussing about making a family here, like bringing people into the world, having kids. Now, my issue is on some of these, especially Cameroonians who are going to Abu Dhabi to get married. It's a good thing. You get a marriage certificate that will be recognized in the UAE. But if you have a child, for you to obtain a birth certificate and a passport from Cameroon consulate, it will be very difficult for you. You will have issues, whether you like it or not. And it's because some people have not started experiencing some of these things. They don't know yet. I have someone currently that actually got married to a Kenyan lady, a Cameroonian. He left UAE. He met the lady here. They left UAE and went to Kenya and got married there. He took his mother from Cameroon and some of his family members. They went to Kenya to marry this lady. He had his marriage certificate, an attested marriage certificate from Kenya. But trust me, when they came here and the wife got pregnant and had a baby, it was an issue to obtain a birth certificate from the Cameroon embassy. Why? Because he had a Kenyan marriage certificate. They were telling him, as a man, you were supposed to marry your wife from your own country. You ought to have a Cameroonian marriage certificate. He needs a passport for his wife, Cameroonian passport. He needs a passport for the baby. But he's experiencing challenges now. I mean, it's difficult for him. He's spending a lot of money, more than the money he would have paid in the embassy to get married to his wife. So that's the point I'm trying to make. I just want some of those people who are going to Abu Dhabi to get married, that if you get pregnant, please go back to your country and have your baby. Go back to Cameroon, go back to Nigeria, go back to wherever you're coming from and have your baby. Because if you have your baby here, you might be spending the same money or even more to obtain a birth certificate and a passport for your baby before looking for visa and the rest. And we all know the cost of living in this country. You get Mr. The Prince. I don't know about other
I understand
African
what you are saying,
countries, but when it comes to Cameroon, and I
even
believe if
though
it's happening in Cameroon, then it will not be only for Cameroonians.
what you are saying, even though what you are saying here, the price also is too high for the people to afford, because you cannot charge 1,000 something for
thousand
marriage
two.
certificates.
But sir, that
Then,
is it.
no, see, let's look at it this way. Let's look at it this way.
Okay.
If you are charging, this is your citizen, right? This is your citizen. You are
Yeah.
charging this your citizen 1,000 something for marriage certificate. The country where you both are is charging 300.
Mm-hmm.
So what is this reason why your own is that? Well, because it's almost times three, times four of what the people here is charging. So what are those expenses you are making from that money? Because
We
it's
have a
just like something that some like people do not like. Most of us sometimes we do not ask questions because you feel like. But those are the point that pushing people away due to the way you get treated. Even though when you feel like, okay, this place is like it's my home, but the way you get treated, those are the issues. It's not all about, even sometimes people will not even think about, okay, waiting that long. Okay, maybe, you can just, okay, let me just wait. But also, remind you, you are waiting, they are delaying your time, wasting your time, and they're still charging you extra. You understand? So it looks like you people are not serious. Like people are not serious. Yeah, like
okay.
everybody are just playing. Because when you are wasting somebody's time and is still requesting more money, even though when you fully know that the person can just go there and get it done so easily and even cheaper, and he's still charging extra and he's still wasting the person time.
Mr. The Prince, please, I want to remind you of something. Do you know having your child in this country, normal delivery, will cost you from 8,000, and if you're not careful, normal delivery will cost you even 13,000,
It
because that was
depends on if you want to say if you want to talk of normal delivery, it's normal delivery without any complication, please.
yes. I'm talking
Yeah,
about normal delivery without any complication.
yeah,
But people still do pay. You get, because we believe that is the right thing to do. So, if you know you found someone you love, you want to get married, Baba, it's to do the right thing and avoid trouble, avoid stress. Just do the right thing. That's our system. Like someone was saying here in the comment section, that the system has already been put in place. The system is already there. Whether it's good or it's bad, we just have to accept it and do the right thing.
exactly.
Yes, I am bringing this point because I know someone presently that is about getting married. And I went to him and I was explaining these same things to him using the brother I have as well right now. If I should tell you guys this brother's experience, oh God, I'm still struggling to convince him so he can share his experience with you guys. Then some people will reconsider having their kids in this country. Pregnancies treat people differently. For you, you can have your normal delivery, you're okay, your baby is okay, and everything is smooth for you. I thank God for such people. I thank God for myself. But there are some people, pregnancy is not easy for them. Pregnancy traumatizes them. This particular person I'm talking about, pregnancy traumatized him and his wife. They both went through a lot. I know there were times they couldn't even sleep because I keep asking myself, this thing this our brother went through, can I? God cannot give you something you cannot handle. He will never give you a situation you cannot manage. That's what I keep telling myself when I think of them. But this our brother has overcome, and I'm still struggling. By the grace of God, I believe one day I'll succeed to bring him here to share his experience and to share this part as well of you not going to your consulate when you're doing your marriage out of your country. Baba, it's the best thing to do if you understand.
The guy, the person you are saying now is the one that went to Kenya to get married in Kenya, right?
Yes.
But what is actually the point? Why he went to Kenya instead of going the UAE embassy?
You know, tradition as well. He had to get married to his wife traditionally and do the civil part of it. Mr. Valerie, is because we always get echo from your end. That's why I usually mute you. We are getting echo.
I think I'm outside right now. I don't know if you're still getting an echo.
It's better. But when I speak, I hear myself from you.
For me, I want to add, I would say, if you know you want to give birth, no, 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 no.
Is it better
If,
now?
if,
Yeah.
Okay.
oh,
I just wanted to say something, if you don't mind. Um, for me, what I would say is this, right? Just like what you were saying, um, getting married in this country, right? For you to go and leave your own embassy, right? All of us Africans, we know our system, they are bad, and we cannot change it. That is a fact. But despite from that, we cannot do something that will give us headache tomorrow, right? So leaving your own embassy to go and get married using the UAE system, first of all, you have to understand what is the law, the marriage abiding laws in your country and the marriage abiding laws in UAE. If you don't understand that, if you have not taken your time to research and study it from A to Z, you get yourself into trouble someday. You understand? This is an Arab country. This is an Arabic country. Their system is totally is like a two-faced coin with the system where you're coming from.
Mm-hmm.
It's a different ball game. So don't just think about, oh, I'm going to spend 2,000 dirhams in my country. Why would I go and give 2,000 dirhams in my country and then they are charging me 300? That's if that is the only way where you are thinking and that is where your thinking ends. You get yourself into trouble someday. So study the system. So I will not advise for us to go and leave your country and go and do marriage using the UAE system because it will only work in UAE system. Now, if you take yourself and ask yourself, okay, what are the things that abides people in terms of UAE law in marriage? If you go and study it, trust me, you will not go and give that 300 to do that marriage. There are some things that you will read, you yourself, you'll be shocked. In fact, you flee, like the Bible says, flee, not even run. You flee from it. So just take your time, go and study first before you even adventure in that. Secondly, giving birth in this country, we are speaking the perspective as an African, right? It's a total waste of time. It's a total to give birth. How much are you going to spend? Let's say you spend 8,000 or 10,000 dirhams, right? How much is that compared to your country? Now, one, the child will never have a nationality in UAE. He will till Jesus come and goes.
Mm-hmm.
They will never. That one is even out. In fact, out of you will not ever. You never get it. One, two. You will still spend your money, get through the stress, and you even spend more than if your wife or give birth in your country. You will spend more. So what is the joy going through that stress to have your child in this country spending all that money? It's a total waste of time and money and energy. It's a waste. If you have that money, right, just send your wife back home. She can give birth. Maybe you're working here every year, 1 year time, you go vacation and visit your wife and your child and come back. Because if the child is giving birth, by the time let's say, okay, you bring your child back here, right? You still need to make that child Emirates ID. You still need to make that child a visa. You still need all those things that even if you give birth to your child here, you will still do it. So why giving birth to your child here and spending all that outrageous sums of money, of which in your country you will not even spend half of that money taking care of your child in the hospital and your wife easily, and they will even live much more better. So for me, it's a total waste of time.
Okay, I want to say something. Well, I just want to say something about what Valerie said. Can you mute Valerie, please? Okay, Valerie, you said something that giving birth here it's a completely wastage of money. Yes, it is true that the UAE will never ever give your child their nationality. Yes, but for me, from my experience, I will tell you if you are pregnant and you go back to Cameroon to give birth, you will spend more money than here. I will explain. Everything about this country is all about following the law. Know what you can do. You need to know what you should do. You need to know information before engaging yourself in some certain things. Giving birth in UAE, the first step is plan and make your insurance. If you don't have your insurance, don't in fact don't dare. When you get pregnant, just go back home. I had my insurance and I spent almost nothing. Talking about making the child's visa and passport or whatsoever, if your husband is eligible to sponsor his family, it's like completely nothing. So, but if you know you are not capable, don't engage yourself, please, because the stress you will go through, you will not want to believe. So know your stand and know your feet before engaging yourself into something which you can carry. Because if you are pregnant here, you go home, the flight ticket you have to pay it's how much. And don't forget, when you are home, they know, oh, this person is from Dubai. Every blessed day you have to pay and you have to give money to cook. Maybe if you be living with your family, all eyes will be on you. Every day they'll know you have to give money. If you don't have a family, imagine you have to rent, you have to pay, you have to rent a house, furnish it, would do like it's more expensive than giving birth in Dubai. As I said earlier, for me, the most difficult part in giving birth in Dubai is who will take care of your child while you are going to work. Have your insurance.
Thank you,
Have your
Sharon.
insurance. If you know your
See,
company doesn't have a good insurance, please do not make your own insurance. For me, I did not trust my company back then. I had to make my own personal insurance, which was 1,800 grams. And when I gave birth, my bill was almost 300 grams. So tell me,
Lucky,
why
eh?
should I go home?
You were lucky.
Yeah, thank God, because my delivery was extremely smooth.
It means you had a very good insurance.
Yeah, no, when see once you are 18 years old, as for a lady, your insurance automatically covers pregnancy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How are you, everyone? I can speak.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
Welcome.
How are you?
Fine, thank
Sorry to interrupted you, but I will ask it what for this platform for what? For speaking or for what?
you. Please,
This
would like to know how old are you?
my name is Amani. I'm from Syria. I live in UAE. Um, I'm from Syria. Yeah. I am 30 years old.
Three
I
zero.
g- 30, yeah.
Okay.
I worked as a teacher for kindergarten, and I got married since 8 years. I have three children. Nice to meet you. But this platform for what? I
This
don't know. Yeah,
platform is discussing about life for Africans in the diaspora.
Africa in UAE and or what? You
Yeah,
where do you live?
worldwide is not only about UAE.
It's about all the world. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, very nice.
Yeah, we are sharing our experiences and we are teaching each other by sharing our testimonies
Yes,
on it.
I see. Very. You are from where?
Cameroon.
Cameroon. Yeah.
Mhm.
This for which country? Cameroon. Which country?
Cameroon is a country in the continent of Africa.
Africa. Okay. Nice to meet you too.
Same
To
here.
you, and thank you to participated for this platform. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, I will. I see many African here in UAE. Too much, yeah. Very kindful, very nice. He very nice with children. Already when I worked in the nurseries, I have many African nationality, and he is very kind, very beautiful. I like to deal with them.
all right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay. See, Valerie, I want to point out some things for you, which is supposed to. I just want to make you to understand more beneficiaries and more reason why, if you are here, if you're a resident of UAE and you are capable, it's good you get married here and raise your kids here. If you know that okay, you like here and you want to stay here, do not basically calculate of how much you're going to spend, how much will be that money in your country and all of that, because you are here right now. You are no longer in your country. This
Mm-hmm.
So for you to say that it's good for you to go back home and get married, and your wife is pregnant, you send your wife back home while you stay here. Do you think is everybody are going to marry that will accept that? It's not
Teacher,
everybody.
welcome.
It's not everybody you are going to marry will accept that. It
For
depends.
sure.
It's not all every lady you see here now you get married to her, then when she's pregnant, you send her back home to go and give birth alone. Then after she will come back. It doesn't like for me, it doesn't make sense if you are capable, if you really know what you are doing. Instead of even doing that, you should even leave it. Because that shows that you are not capable yet. And when it comes for issue of giving birth here, when you give birth here, and have UAE marriage certificate, and your child grows up here, he have a beneficiary because his name is in Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Every child, every child that was born here, their name is registered under Ministry of Foreign Affairs. If the person grow up here and they need a job, it's almost they have the same equal right with a meritee. The only thing they will not have is just that benefit of that passport. But every other opportunities, they are getting it. Every other opportunity, because most of the government work here, what they try to consider is that okay, these people that was born here, because for their mindset, they feel like if you was born here and raised here, that their lifestyle, you have emulated that their lifestyle. Because the only thing they are afraid of is that mixing blood, because of the kind of some different characteristic and all of that, and the culture and all of that. But when you are born here and grow up here, they feel like, oh, this person this person was born here and be raised here. Okay, this person have already getting used of our culture, our system, our lifestyle. So giving you that opportunity will not be difficult for them. You are going to get almost that 100% opportunity you need. I know a lot of them like this now. I know the benefit they're getting just because they was born here and they went to school here. You understand? So that one
Yeah.
is aside. That one is aside. And again, making it more easier if you are here and you want to get married, making it more easier is up to you. You cannot be earning 1,200 and they want to get married and they want to give birth here. So it depends what we can do. And
Mm-hmm.
if you want to get married here and they want to make it easy for you, what the first thing you should do is analyze yourself, calculate what you can be able to do, then check from your partner as well. Know the capability, the kind of job your partner has. What can you people join together Can you people afford it? Can you people do this?
Mm.
Okay, you have to calculate it very well before you stepping into it, because it's not all about spending the money. You are spending the money because you people are here. He never in this life pray that you want to get married, then your wife will be there and you will be there. That is not
Faithful
prayer. That
together.
is not a prayer of anybody. The number one point of getting that married is to be together with your wife. All right, not for you to be there and your wife will be there. So doing it like that, you have other challenges as well. And making it more easy for you when you want to get married here, the number one thing you have to do after you calculate with your partner, you need to go and look for at least make sure that the insurance is okay. That is number one. Do not go for third party insurance. At least go for second party insurance. If you cannot have money to afford first party, go for second party insurance and look for a very good company that you will apply.
Mm.
It will not be, if you go for second party insurance, it's not more than 7,500. It's not more than 7,500 total everything. And when if you are here and you have a wife and your wife is pregnant and your wife have second party insurance, you are good to go. You don't have to think of anything again. You are
Mm.
just good to go. All you need to do is that when you're also applying for that insurance, make sure that the insurance you apply, because everything is all about calculation. Make sure that the insurance have a clinic that is close around where you're staying. Not like every day you need to use taxi, or if you are driving, you need to drive all of that. Just look for insurance that have a clinic, that have insurance in a clinic that is very close to you, which is just workable.
Mm.
This is number one when you are planning to apply for insurance. Know the history of insurance. Know how capable they are. Not the one that you will apply to, and in a few months they will tell you that the insurance company have closed and all of that. Try to find out, analyze all those things. Okay, but when you have that second party insurance, you don't need to be afraid. Don't be afraid anymore on that. Do not be afraid. Again, you before you deciding for you and your wife to have kids here, know the visa you like, the characteristic of the visa you have. Can you put your family in your visa? Those are the number one. If you can be able to put, first of all, if you are working, if you are like self-employed, you know that okay, it's simple that I can do that. If you are not self-employed, check from your company first. Know if you can be able to do that. If you can be able to do that, that is, just confirm it. It will be more easier for you. It will be more easier. There's no need when you are in this kind of position and you know that at least he earn very well. Your partner also earn at least, you know, you guys are okay. He can be able to afford, even if it's a one room, or even if it's a partition and it's very nice place, all that kind of thing. There's no point for you to send your wife back home. There's no point for that. It's all about being so calculative and planning. It's all about planning. Put your plan very well, and it will work for you very easy.
I agree
Don't
with
put
you to
yourself
a
in a situation
point.
whereby you will be frustrated. Being
Mm.
frustrated is that show that you did not make proper planning.
Thank
If
you.
you make a proper planning, you don't have to be frustrated for
Mm.
anything. Okay, so before you starting, make a proper planning. Make sure that okay, I'm okay now. I'm confident that this is going to work. Every other small challenges you counter, of course you will counter some challenges, but every other challenges you counter, you can deal with it because you already, at least you make some plan already, know what you are doing. So with all these points, he can get it done so easier. He cannot tell me that you are planning to get married, you are planning to give birth here, and you and your wife can afford like 7,500 to go and apply for good insurance. Because the reason why I'm always encouraging family people to go for this second party insurance is that at least it gives you the more opportunity and chance for the child.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason why you have to plan this is that you never know the kind of child you are going to born. You never know. You never
Yeah.
know whether it's somebody is every time you will be in the clinic. You never know whether maybe God will assist that you people, your wife will not face any kind of challenges and all of. So this is why if you are planning on how to apply for insurance, go for good insurance,
Mm-hmm.
because when you have a wife that have pregnant, you never know what will happen. Understand? You never know what will happen. So it's a something that you don't know what will happen. It may be difficult, it may be easier. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why you have to, at least during the planning, go for the good one. Do not come out tomorrow and look frustrated. And something that maybe we Africans here is all about money. We always try to, consider, this money, how much is it back home? Is it too much money? But okay, let us take this small one. But when it comes for insurance, when you want to have a family here, it comes for insurance. Do not manage. Do not try to manage. Go for the best. Go for the best. Because now you are going to have your wife, your child, and you. Understand? So at least when the insurance covers your wife and your child, you okay. Almost okay. You know how much drug cost? To buy medication here is very expensive.
Mm-hmm.
To buy medication is very expensive. I'm talking about buying for your wife, buying for your kids, and all of that. You'll be frustrated. Those are the point that many people are frustrated because they did not take proper planning during the start points. But when you take proper planning, you don't have any problem. There's no need for you to send your wife back home. Don't even think about that because it doesn't make any sense. Sending your wife back home and being here.
Mr.
So
The
what is the point
Prince.
of marriage then? So that is not a prayer for anybody. To do that is not a prayer for anybody. So
Thank you so much, Mr. The Prince. Valerie left an interesting comment here. He says,
A
where is it?
white
But
girl that can't walk when she's pregnant. Says who?
I'm telling you, that's interesting.
That is even against the law. They cannot kick.
well, it depends. How much the pregnancy are and where she's working. It depends
No.
where she's working because
Me?
No,
because I saw.
wait, please.
No.
I don't.
No.
Why are you guys coming with all these points? Like people can't work. People do work. Please.
No,
I
no,
mean, even
I'm just
8 months
I'm
pregnancy,
just
they
trying to
didn't
let
work
her.
with me.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just trying to let him know that if like if your wife because all of us is a human being, we know that it's difficult for
Mhm.
them sometimes. Okay, if the pregnancy is like, let me say, 7 to 8 months, you can decide to tell your wife, okay, stop, is enough, stop. Due to
It
so that it will not make things so difficult. So difficult. But you cannot tell me that if your wife is pregnant, you tell your wife not to work and stay back home.
Guys,
okay.
please,
Let me talk.
Shalom, please, let me speak based on my experience.
Okay.
I left work on Friday. I had my baby on Monday.
Exactly.
So please, you can, if you have the strength, if you're strong enough, you walk. No one will stop you. No
Exactly. That's
one will
what I'm
stop
saying.
you. Everyone was shocked when I sent a picture of my baby that my baby is here. They were all like, huh? So you didn't have even a week to rest? No. I
Uh,
mean, over the weekend, and it
to,
was okay.
to some people, I'm pregnant when still doing a job. Yes, pregnant.
I hope it's not
Shalom, we can't hear you.
Shalom and the prince to rest. They have been speaking since.
Uh,
It's
okay,
my
guys,
orders.
please. Teacher B says she has something to say, though it's out of topic, but let's hear from her. Hello, Teacher B, please unmute yourself. Then we'll go to Chibweze.
Hi guys. Hi, good evening.
Welcome. How are you doing?
I'm good. Today you're talking about children, pregnancy, giving birth.
And life.
Single ladies like us have little or nothing to say. I like to speak from my experience, so I don't have that experience, so I have barely single or not, almost nothing to say in that domain. Anyways, what I wanted to share is some information that can benefit maybe someone you know that is in Douala actually. So I have this humanitarian project I've been running back home with some of my friends. So we do kind of take care of children, orphans, and the needy. So we this just recently we did a back to school project that was aimed at giving books and just buying the basic back to school things that children needed,
Okay.
and it was awesome. So we thought of taking it a step further by creating vocational training for most. It's targeting particularly single mothers.
Okay.
Most of these girls, teenage moms who want to learn a trade, who want to do something, maybe salon or something. So we are creating like training centers for that. It's free, actually. You just need to come and register, and we will guide you on how to get into the training program. We have people who are also willing to do the training for us. We are going to be paying for the training. So it's mostly for single mothers,
Mhm.
internally displaced single mothers in Douala. If
Yeah.
you want to know more about it, you can just get to me and I will direct you about how to go about it. I know it's something out of topic, but it's just information that I want to share that may help someone.
Chabi, it's important. We need things like this. We know what's happening back home. Our people need it. So it's pointless that we come talking about things every day. And when we have important informations like this, we ignore them. So
Hi, Kalawis. Good evening. Good evening, bro. Nice to
is
meet
it
you.
okay by you? I can make a video on it and we never know.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. I
Okay.
said especially our target is we want to get to at least 100 of them
Yeah.
this year. We have friends, we have partners, we have friends even in the US that are willing to, fund
Does
the
it have
project.
any name for now?
Yes, it's Amazing Grace Humanitarian. Um,
Amazing Grace.
yeah, you can just tell anybody that is interested. I can link them with the theme back home, and they will get to them. They
Okay.
can really get to the person, or can link them, give them the number of the people controlling it back home. They'll
Okay.
get to them.
Okay.
Even I will talk. I will talk to them again to see if we succeeded to create something like mechanics or something for the boys.
Hmm.
But most especially, it's mostly ladies. The problem is getting the people that will train them. That's the
Yeah.
issue. So if we get people that can train them in a particular field, then we can create the availability in that field. So
Okay. Wow,
yeah.
thank you so much, Teacher B. God bless you and all those participating. It's not easy. It's not easy
You're
to have a kind heart for the people. People are scared.
welcome.
Thank you
You
so much.
see, your money is only sweet when someone else is eating it. So
Yeah.
if you're the only one eating your money, then your money is not sweet.
Mhm.
So
Very.
I I always encourage everyone that if you are not so poor that you need to receive help, then you're rich enough to give help to somebody. We're not
Wow.
doing this because we are too rich or we have money too much. No, it's just because most of us we are a group of people that have gone through a lot in life, and we know what it means when you have nothing.
Mhm.
So yeah. All right,
Wow.
guys.
We really
Hi,
do
guys.
appreciate Teacher B. We cannot thank you enough, but
David,
God
thank
bless
you
you
for
for
the correct.
us.
You're welcome. I don't have children. I don't have husband. I don't. So I cannot tell you anything today. Bye
Teacher B,
bye.
we appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
We'll see you on Wednesday. I'm still struggling. Well, we'll talk about. You can tell us in the comment section the next topic you want us to discuss on. This one is just because I'm seeing so many people out there, and Yes, her husband is on the way. Hello, Mr. Chibweze. Please, can you speak to us?
Yes, yes, yes.
Welcome,
We
sir.
have a lot of. They had a long talk, somebody like the prince, but it's all about education.
Okay.
So, actually, I would just like to talk about experience from friends, close friends, actually. Uh, we are about four that came to Dubai at the same time,
Hmm.
and two of them are married now. So I'm only single one among them. And they brought their wives here, and two of them, their wives have given birth already. I know when they are heavily pregnant, we had the discussion, and we thought about sending them back to go and give birth in Nigeria or to allow them born here. So we do some calculation, and at the end of the day, leaving them here is better.
Hmm.
Yeah, because there's so many things we put into consideration. One is when your wife is out of UAE for 6 months, her visa become invalid. You understand?
Yes, sir.
So when you calculate the flying ticket from her to go and come back, check hospital bill, check her accommodation in Nigeria, and what she and the child will be eating, and probably somebody is going to stay with her when she's actually giving birth. You will see that it's better she stay back here. When you do the calculation, it's better. So at least two of them, they roughly spent 15,000 dirham in everything until their wife gave birth. So when you check 15,000 and the expenses of allowing them go, you see that it's better they stay back here. So now one of them, uh, because her visa did not expire, they didn't cancel her visa. She started her work back 2 months after delivery.
Wow.
Yes. So what she does is, her husband is in day shift, she's in night shift.
Wow.
So by the time she's going, her husband is there with the baby. And has been doing so, and the child is like 6 months old now.
Hmm.
So two of them are still making money and are still living good.
Hmm.
So when you do the calculation very well, you see that staying back here is better. Unless you don't want them to stay with you at all, you just want them to leave them back home. You can be sending money and stuff like that. Otherwise, when she finishes giving birth, she will come back. I need to do fresh visa for her and the child. You see? So the expenses is higher when you are traveling. That's just my experience. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chibueze. This has just it has pushed me to explain something to you guys. Yes. I love talking about these things on social media, but I don't really want to bring like my personal life completely, or let me say entirely, out there. The same thing happened to us when I found out I was pregnant. We calculated everything and we realized going back home will be more expensive than staying here, because by the grace of God, at least I have an okay job, and my husband as well, he has an okay job, and I wanted to be close to my child. I wanted to at least breastfeed my child for 6 months. I wanted to do the exclusive breastfeeding thing. And I knew going back home, normally maternity leave you have just 45 days that will be paid, and that's just 2 weeks. And if you're extending it, like you're adding 2 weeks of your sick leave, it means they'll be giving you 2 months that will be fully paid. And after that, if you're taking any other day, it will be half paid. Like they'll give you just your basic salary. So I had to think of all those things, and I was like, even if I'm leaving my child, I want to leave my child when maybe he or she is 9 months old or a year. I don't want to have a baby of 6 weeks and I'm leaving the child back in Africa. I'm running back to Dubai because I want to come and work. So I decided to have my baby here. What we did was, my husband as well, he was going night shift. I'll be going day shift because my own work happens in the morning and we close in the afternoon. And if you're here in the UAE, you have 2 hours every day that you can go and check up, or you can check on your child and come back. So what I did was, We had to transfer. We went very close to my company, just like 3 minutes walk away. Very close to my company, and we were living there. Just when I was almost, my due date was very near. We started living in that place, and when I actually gave birth and the 6 weeks elapsed, I went back to work. So I didn't even have up to 2 months to stay back home as maternity leave. I had just that 6 weeks. Then every day I'll leave work and rush home. So I'll leave home in the morning when my husband comes back. I'll leave the house and go to work. And when the baby wakes up, he will call me and he will be like, rush and come. I'll take excuse, rush home. So I was struggling to take 30 minutes 4 times in a day to breastfeed my baby. So I was like, okay, if I can take 5 minutes and walk home and 5 minutes back, so I have at least 10 minutes to breastfeed my child. 10 minutes is okay to breastfeed a child. And we had to train the child in that system, and she adapted so fast. She could feed within 10 minutes, and that's how we manage. It's not easy, trust me. And you know, the systems of each child changes as time goes on. In the night, when it's my opportunity to sleep, when her father was at work, she will not sleep. She will disturb me like hell. She will disturb me very well. And in the morning, while I'll be leaving the house, I'm going to work, that's when she's enjoying. She's sleeping like no man's business. So I was the one suffering. But there was this fateful day. The way she cried, the message I received was, if you don't come back now, you'll meet both of us crying. Which means it is not actually easy, guys. You have to prepare yourself psychologically, be fully prepared, be ready. Because if you're not careful, either the wife will be crying every day, or you one day meet your husband crying because of stress. That's why I keep saying, to me, yes, in this UAE, if you want to say you have your family with you, it's teamwork. If you don't work together, you never achieve success. Never. Never. Because there are some remember, when you go night duty, if you don't come back and sleep, it's not easy for you. Sometimes I'll come back, I'll meet him on the chair. He will lay on the chair like this, and the baby is there. It's not easy. It's difficult. Very, very difficult. If you're not patient, if you don't, if you're not willing to sacrifice your everything, you'll not do it in this UAE. It's not about the money. Keep the money aside. It's about you sacrificing your time, your patience, everything. That money is just part of it. So guys, it's not really that bad. He has to request. Maureen says, what if your husband doesn't have a job that has night duty and you two work day shift? See, guys, my husband's job, he had day, he was actually working during the day, but he had to go to them and plead. He requested for the night shift. That's why they talk about planning. All these things fall under planning. You have to prepare yourself very well. You have to evaluate your job. Look at your job. Look at your wife's job. Is it possible? Can we do it? Because the most important thing you need is someone to take care of the baby. If the father is not taking care of the baby, the mother has to be taking care of the baby. Or you can afford a nanny. And you and I know it's not easy to keep a month-old baby with a nanny. You'll be scared whether you like it or not as a parent. While at work, part of your mind will be at home. Even when my husband was actually taking care of the baby, part of me was at home. There will always be a solution. If your husband cannot take a night duty, there will always be a solution. But it's always advisable for the man to be the one taking that night shift, because it's not easy now. It's not easy. See, both of you have to be committed and willing to be committed. If not, you give up. Yeah, Shalom. Shalom says, if you live in Sharjah, it will be easier. it will be easy for you. And that's true, because it's very easy to find someone that is running a daycare around Sharjah, an affordable daycare, because daycare as well is not as cheap as some people think. Daycare is not as easy as some people think. But if you keep asking me, out of my own experience, if you don't have a supportive partner, go back home and have your baby. Go back home and have your baby. If not, that woman will suffer. Yes. No commitment, no baby. Don't do it. You're not ready for it. Because even when you have a supportive partner, you still go through a lot of stress. If you don't have, so in fact, if you ask me today, yes, if you ask me today, if you as a woman, you don't actually see the interest of the man, like he really wants the baby, if you're in the UAE, don't have that baby for him. He should want that baby more than you. If not, you will see smoke. You will suffer in this country. Mr. Tala will says, Martha, your point is actually what I was thinking. Bro, that's the only option. Both of you have to be committed. Both of you should want the baby. Both of you should have the baby. And both of you should work to have that family together. Exactly what I'm saying. It depends on the situation surrounding the couple. Yeah. So that is it, guys. It's all about what you want and how determined you are to achieve your dreams. So my baby is not here because our plan, we had ours already planned out even before we had the baby. The plan was our mothers will come, but we ended up bringing just one. So my mother-in-law was here. She stayed with the baby for 6 months, and the baby was used to her, because I didn't just want to like take my baby back home and give my baby to someone to take care of the baby when the baby doesn't even know the person, and it will be difficult for her. She came here and stayed for 6 months, and maybe 6 months and a week, and she took the baby back home. Now I'm free again. Mama Colette, if your husband is not here, okay. Obviously, if your husband is not here, then you cannot have a baby here. She said, I was planning to give birth here, but my husband left. It's okay, don't worry. You join your husband someday and you still have your baby. Some people's situation can work for them here, but for others, it can work for them if the wife home. Yeah, sometimes it's advisable you go back home. It's fine, Shalom, you can come again. Please, I want to make a point. Please, if you know you're new in a company, yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, because if you're new in a company, you're not ready. I understand what you're saying, Shalom. I sent you an invite. Because if you're less than a year in a company, you never get your full salary when it comes to maternity leave. Shalom, go ahead. You can make your point.
Yeah, what I was trying to say is, if you know you are new in the company, please do not get pregnant. In as much they say, the law states that when you are pregnant, if you know you are capable, you can still work. Yes, but you don't know the kind of people you are surrounded with. They can try to frustrate you, and which is not good for a pregnant woman. So at least have your a little bit, have a stand in that company before trying to get pregnant, so that they will not, first of all, one, try to frustrate you, and they will pay you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't just join a company and you know they have good insurance and you know blah blah blah, and you just decide to get pregnant. No, if it's you, you will not be happy paying someone that you know this person will not be doing her her job normally, because we all know, being pregnant, you have some swing, you always have swing mood. You
Yeah.
understand? So please do not. That's all I just wanted to say.
Wow, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. It's true. I know of so many people who have complained about that. I didn't experience it because I was already in that company. I was like on my second contract with the company, so I didn't experience that at all. At all. They treated me like a baby by the grace of God. I'm grateful.
Me also.
Literally
I
I was
was there for
doing
4 years.
anything. I was not That's why I could work even on the last day. Right up to the last day, I could go to work because like they didn't stress me at all. And even when I had my baby, sincerely, in fact, just be prayerful, guys. Just be prayerful and surrender everything to God. Let him take charge. Just say, Lord, take control. Because if you ask me how we managed, I'll just tell you it's God. I can't really explain like it's because I did this. God did it. He did everything. He took care of the baby for me. He did everything. He did everything for me. You know, for Mrs. Shalom, I got pregnant immediately I renewed my contract. Immediately I signed my second contract, I got pregnant. Because that was I knew about the fact that some people will frustrate you if you get pregnant. And as well, if you're not up to a year in the company and you get pregnant, it's not advisable. It's not advisable. So people should really consider that. If you've not been up to a year in a company, don't get pregnant. They will frustrate you. They will not pay your salary. In fact, they'll make your life miserable. They'll make your life miserable. Sister Atanga Komlin says, for me, I will go back home no matter how much I earn. I can't miss the good treatment back home. Yeah, the treatment back home is amazing. Even, but even here, you have a very good experience. The only thing is that hospital do not give you like you will not be free to eat like you're supposed to eat, like a fresh mother. They'll give you a slice of bread and a very small cup of tea with some vegetables to eat, like salad. What is
This
that?
is healthy.
Back home, they'll give you a
with
very big cup of tea.
with some watery soup
Yeah,
and
see, I
some
was
things
so
of bread
frustrated. They'll give you small rice, very small rice like that.
with
Don't
soup.
frustrate me. Sis Shalom, don't laugh. I was so frustrated and they didn't allow me to eat. My husband had to go to KFC, buy me KFC, and I had to hide in the washroom to eat.
Exactly.
That was what I did. Because they were always checking and I, God. That's the only frustration I had in this country when it comes to giving birth. What is this? I had to hide myself in the toilet to eat KFC because they were saying you cannot, and it was even normal delivery, something very natural. I had to be free. These people, yeah, they were really checking everything. They said they don't want me to eat anything because they don't want any complication. They want me to be fine. Who told you guys I'll not be fine if I eat my pepper soup, if I eat my plantain? See, I'm telling you, one day I'll
But
share my experience. Like when I'm just feeling like let this program get to a year. Mr. Good to be real. Thanks for joining. We are discussing about having our families out here in the UAE, having your kids, and please, Sister Martha, after the program, you tell me if that is your natural hair. This is my hair. This is my hair, please. See, if you're not ready, one thing, pray to God that you have a normal delivery, a safe delivery, no C-section. They should not come and give you bill that you'll not be able to manage. Another thing, have it in your mind that you will not feed like they'll feed you back in Africa.
and
Yes.
also talking about the bills, please, when you are pregnant, just pray for wisdom. To be honest with you, because these people, if you are not smart enough, what they will tell you, you will spend without even knowing you are spending.
Sister
You
Charlotte,
just have to pray for wisdom.
let me tell you something. Can you imagine, even
Hmm.
on the day I was in labor, they were still asking me, are you sure you can do it? Are you sure you can do
Yes,
it? Let's just
yes,
open it. And I was like, let me be. I'm
yes.
in pains already. You're forcing me to
Same,
accept that you should do C-section. What for? I can go through it. They
same
will
thing
force
happens
you.
with me. Same
They
thing
will give
happened to
you
me.
reasons to accept that they should operate you and remove the baby.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Same thing happens to me. Same thing. I was like, no,
yeah. I kept
I
telling her,
refuse.
when that contraction is coming and I was struggling with the pains, the nurses were there asking me, "Are you sure? Are you sure? What is this?" They will frustrate you the more. That's the only thing.
And if care is not taken, they will be giving you some tablets that will how they call it, induce your labor. Induce your labor.
They didn't do that one to me. The only thing is the fact that they were
They
trying to
do that to
convince
a
me
friend.
that, like, you're trying to convince me that I cannot take the pain. Which pain? It's okay. I'll manage. It's just for a day, for a few hours. But it's well, guys. Let's just be prayerful. In anything you want to do, everything be prayerful. God is with us. God is with us. Besima, please unmute yourself. Yes, Mr. Valerie, I'll unmute you now.
Good evening, everybody.
I tried unmuting you. I don't know. It's like you are so okay. Okay.
Okay, I just wanted to say something.
Yeah.
Like just what you are saying, but like what you went through in the hospital and all those stuff.
Mhm.
That is one thing that especially our African people, they really need to understand that these people, they don't understand an African person system. They don't. So for anyone that is really planning to give birth here, honestly, you need someone to be with you in the hospital that understands some certain things, because if not God, they can give you what you don't want.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can make you to go things that you don't want, and you will be on your own discomfort, and it will give you a hell of it. Like it will make you go through a lot of pains. Yeah, because for these people, they just for them giving birth, they can be pregnant for like 5 months, 6 months, and they just go for C-section and they open the thing
Yeah.
and that is normal for that's the way they do it. But for us, we like to go through the normal, natural process, 9 months and you give birth. For them, they don't understand that. So it's crazy. And then two,
Yeah.
yeah, and then
You
two,
know, even when you be going for your clinic for the normal checkup, they will ask you, "Are you sure you want to go the normal way or you want the C-section?" I was like, okay.
yeah, and for somebody who is not mentally strong or you really know what you are supposed to do, you will fall for the thing, and they'll
Yeah.
eat you more money. Yeah. So, and then secondly, I think giving birth there, it really like what I said before, for someone who is pregnant cannot work. I didn't mean the person is not able, the lady cannot is not able to work. What I'm saying is this: being pregnant is a different thing. It takes a lot of discomfort for a woman. I'm not a woman, I don't know, but women can tell us better. But based on what I know, what I've seen my sisters go through, being a woman in pregnancy from day one to day you give birth is a lot of stress. It's a lot of stress. And then not every woman is that strong, being pregnant, going to work and come back and all those things, especially if your workplace is a little bit far from where you are staying, and then under the sun and all those things. So, and then if you give birth, right, now, like you said, you started going to work, maybe a few months later, you started going to work, all those things. Now, it all depends on the couples, right? It boils down to financial capability, right? Now,
Yeah.
for me, if I have a job where, okay, I can be able to carry my family, let's say, even if my wife is not working, she's home, I can be able to carry my family with no too much of a financial stress. Good and fine, right? She can be, because me, I'm that kind of a man where I have that mentality of I don't need to see my wife or my children struggling.
Hmm.
That is me. I don't have that money yet, but I'm planning myself to put in that level before I get a wife and a child. I don't want to manage to see my wife or kids struggle, man. You understand? So it all depends on you, the man, on what you want and how you want your family to be. That's another thing. Yeah. So if let's say you guys you prepare yourself and you are say, okay, we can give birth here, calculating based on if you the two of you put your salary together, you know that okay, you can carry. Now,
Mm-hmm.
what if the few months or few times when your wife is not working? Can you alone, your family, your salary carries your family
Yeah.
comfortably? That's another thing you should think about. Not to be struggling and looking for where to borrow 1 dirhams or something.
Mm.
Or if your salary has not come, you are knocking your head, you have to take care of your wife or take your child to clinic, all those things, right? So if you put all those things together and you realize, okay, let's say and then after that, okay, when your wife gives birth, okay, let's say a few months later, your wife has to start going back to work. And then let's say, for example, or unfortunately, you are in a shift where you cannot switch to night shift, like to
Mm.
exchange, like what we were trying to say, right? Let's say, for example, you find yourself in that situation. Now, can you people be able to pay for a house help, to
That's
afford
the
a house help?
question. Remember, Mr. Valerie,
Yeah.
I only had to resume duty when my mother-in-law came. So for us, it was better because my husband was as well finding it very difficult to cope with the night shift, coming to carry the baby during the day when I'm at work. So we had to
Exactly.
bring her over to come stay with us and take care of the baby so he can sleep and I can go back to work.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly. And that had to take now for you guys to be able to afford her visa, maybe in 6 months, 1 year visa,
yeah.
maybe with the visa change and all those things. So it takes a hell lot of calculation around. It's not something that you just jump into.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So some people they don't have parents, what would they do? That is another question.
Mm-hmm.
Some people they don't have parents. And sometimes some people they don't have those kind of siblings whereby they can trust. Or maybe their siblings that are too young. They cannot bring from home to bring here to come and take care of their child. Maybe they are going to school.
Mm-hmm.
That's reality. Some people can find themselves in that reality. So what can
That's
you
why
do
we
with
are
this kind
saying people should prepare. You know, you put all those things into consideration. You don't just
of
think of, okay, I can afford the hospital bill and that's it. No. After the birth of the child, what happens? How do I go back to work? The same thing you're saying. If I have, like, if my wife loses her job because of having this baby, can I, as the man of the house, can I take care of this family even for the next 3 months while she looks for another job or something else to do? You know,
exactly.
yeah, you have to think about all those things. Serious planning is needed. Yes.
And some companies also like what you were saying, some companies if you really need to check how they treat a lady if she's pregnant. Because
Yeah.
some company they don't take that. If you're pregnant, Kalewale, you cannot work, go.
Yeah.
In fact, they have that attitude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you really need to study your company, maybe meet your HR, meet your manager, talk to them, trying to find out if, should in case such things happen, how is it like,
Yeah.
ask them questions, all those things, so that you know before time, because you can get yourself in that situation and before you know, they don't care. They will be even
Yes.
be like in the company I'm working at, you see somebody is sick, is even in the hospital, they are even calling you to ask you, where are you when will you resume duty?
You should take all those things into consideration. You
Yeah,
know,
they don't care.
yes, we keep saying health is wealth. See, you think about your health, the safety of your life before even the baby. That's why
Yeah,
my interest is mostly the babies, the ladies, because your husband will just get you pregnant and he abandons you with everything. It's not like physically he abandons you with everything, but naturally, whether you like it or not, it's you as that woman that carries the baby for 9 months. So automatically
yeah.
you're abandoned with that child. You cannot even give him to say, help me for a week or for a day. It's not possible. So it's left for the woman to do the proper planning herself before even agreeing to get pregnant.
Yeah, and then one other thing, it's not everybody. that have some people. Yeah, there are some people here that are already married, right? And the job that they can do, the job that they are doing right now, right? Your salary, even if they combine with their wife, they cannot meet up here. That's what I was saying. For some couples, it can work for them here. For some people, it can be better for them if the wife gives birth back home.
Okay.
Because some
Guys,
people, yeah,
Mr.
some people.
Mr. Valerie, someone has remembered us. Mr. Think with me is back. Welcome, sir. You've been missing. Where have you been? Happy New Year, sir. Happy new month. Hey, this September is one of the best September. September to remember. Welcome, sir. We are glad to have you again. Mr. Valerie, go ahead. We got your back.
Oh, okay, thank you. So like I was saying, there are some people that there are couples that they are here, right? Maybe if they put their salary together, they check everything they cannot handle, right? But if the wife give birth back home, if with the husband's salary alone, maybe it can be easy for him to take care of his family. Maybe the wife will be back home, maybe with people around, it will be easier. So it all depends, like what I was saying, it all depends on the couple's individual, like their situation that surrounds them, because everybody's situation is different. Yeah, so at a whole, it just depends on check your surrounding, check yourself. You two can sit down and talk like people, like your wife. For me, I believe like if I get married to someone, right? For me, I believe in marriage. Like there is no, I don't believe in privacy in marriage.
There's
I
no
believe,
privacy in
yeah.
marriage.
You know, some people
Any
they carry
marriage
that
that
dating
has privacy
mentality. That oh,
collapse.
yeah, some people they carry that dating mentality. I've had this argument with people. So people say, oh, I have my privacy. I'm an adult. I'm like, okay, if you have that mentality of privacy, then you are not ready for marriage
If you
because
realize your partner has privacy in your marriage, start considering that you're out of that marriage or you're alone in the marriage.
sure,
See,
sure. So
yeah.
it takes a lot of two to sit down and like have that intimate talk. That intimate, like I've been with, let's say I've have a girlfriend, right? Sometimes every time when I used to talk with her and I put down her down, sometimes the women are funny. You put somebody down, I mean, try to talk with that person to try to see the person, if the person have some kind of vision in life. And you start asking the person some deep questions, all those kind of things about her future, her present, what she's planning, all those things. And before you know, the person just get angry.
Mhm.
So for the side of marriage, I believe in communication, deep communication. Share, talk with each other, find out what is going on because two heads are better than one.
Mhm.
So if you sit down and talk and everything is fine, then go for it. If it is not working here, okay, then look for the other side and
Your baby.
yeah.
Yeah. That's just it. Again, I'll repeat it because I saw someone leaving a comment that if your salary is not up to 1,000 dirhams, don't have your baby in UAE. Baba, I will repeat it. If your salary is not up to 5,000 dirhams, don't have your baby in the UAE. Especially if you've not been planning for that baby for the last 6 months. You must have been saving just to have that baby. And please make sure you have up to 5,000 dirhams to be on the safe side. Yes, maybe someone with 1,000, 2,000 can prepare themselves and they can do it. But to be on the safe side, if it's not up to 5K, go back. Go back and make sure you must have been saving. If you must have the baby here, you must have been saving for the last 6 months just to have that baby.
I think for the you should even check
So,
for
Mr. Basie, I don't know if it's a Mr. or a Miss or a Mrs. Please, you've got the mic now.
good evening, Master. Good evening, everybody. Are you getting me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Actually, I wanted to just talk about this giving birth here in the UAE or giving birth back in your home country. Personally, I think it's better to give birth back in your home country, even with your salary of 5,000. Yeah, I will say it's normal, it's okay, but it's okay for you to maybe want to have that connection. That's the best thing, when you have that connection with your child from the early stages, yeah. But then I don't think there's a need. That's my personal thought. I don't think there's a need for you to have your baby here when you know very well that there will be no instance where UAE will give your kid citizenship. So no matter what you do, your kid will still have to go back home.
But see,
So
if home is home, whether you like it or not. Even if UAE they were giving us citizenship in UAE, we'll still one day want to go back to our home country. But I get your point. Yeah, go ahead.
if I give birth to my baby here, I have the salary, my husband has the
Your
salary.
volume is very low. It's down. Please be audible.
I said because for me, if my husband has a good salary and I have a good salary, I will let's say for instance we are both teachers. That's just for an example, yeah. Because you were saying it's preferable if you have a good salary, your husband should take a night shift. If we are both teachers, he will not he will not ask for night shift, yeah. Those are jobs when you don't have an option. Both of you cannot do. And I'm a lady. I will not lie, I cannot leave my 1 month or 1 month baby with a nanny. You will be scared.
Yeah.
Apart from even being scared, you have to be in the life of that child from that stage. Know what the child needs, because it's a very crucial moment. Some people will say like, "Yeah, they're just babies." Trust me, if you fail in that part, it will be very difficult. So
Hmm.
why not just take off that time, go home, give birth? Yeah, it's difficult. I'm a lady. I know how difficult it is. It's difficult, but then I think it's preferable for you to go back home, get a good, just feel at home, give birth to your child, and then if you want to come back, because most people will say they will prefer that when they give birth, they'll come back. Some couples, you might even want to take time, plan for this child, maybe 2 3 years, work the money, send your wife home, she gives birth, takes care of the child for 1 or 2 years. If you both decide that she can come back and look for another job and continue, then it's good. If not, look for something that you can settle there and do, and you also maybe save to meet her back there, and you continue your business or anything that you want to do. That's what I think.
Thank you so much, Sister Basie. Please don't go. If you get pregnant and you want to go back to your home country, you can travel when the pregnancy is still like 7 months, right? That's when the doctor can permit you. But above 7 months, I don't think any doctor will want to give you that exit pass. Now, if you're going to your country to have your baby at the stage of 7 months, it means by 8 months, 2 weeks, your maternity leave, you must have used it, and you'll be taking extra unpaid leave. And if you're staying for the next 6 months, that you want to stay with your baby for at least when the baby is 6 months, then you can come back. It will be unpaid. Why can't you have the baby here? Just my opinion. Assuming you have your baby here, you'll be staying with your baby and your husband. It's not just important for you to have that connection with your child. Your husband needs that connection as well. Now, having the baby here, you staying at home to take care of your baby because you don't want to go back to work. You're scared of leaving a month or a 2 months old baby with a nanny. You still be taking unpaid leave. What's the difference of you staying here, having that connection, three of you, and you going home, leaving your partner here and disconnecting? You get my point? It's working for some people, but it's not working for others at all. And it's not helping marriages and families. That's why you see that bond, that connection at birth for three of you. It's different. The experience is different. I have tested it, so I'm speaking out of experience. Guys, it's unique. You whether you like it or not, you enjoy it. The child also needs the father. The child needs that bonding, that connection. Sometimes we don't think about it. No. Sometimes we just like, I'll be very close to my child, and you think that's just it. You enjoy it when you find your husband enjoying and connecting with your baby. As a woman, you feel safer. You feel like, I don't know how to explain it, but you feel different. It's different. Hello, Mr. Think with me, please unmute yourself. Just have a rethink of it. If both of you are teachers, then it means even if you're not working, your husband can take care of the family. Why can't you stay with him?
Hi, Mother.
Hi, thanks for joining again. You're welcome back.
Yes, yes, thank you. I came back last week. I'd taken a trip.
I
You know,
said it.
first,
I
first, first of all,
I know Mr. Think with me has traveled. He must not be in this country, and he abandoned
yes,
us this way.
Martha, you need to try it. You know, there's a small country called Georgia, okay, and
Mm.
it's only 300 dirham. You know,
Wow.
the flight ticket going and coming, the hotels are cheap. Georgia is a very good country. It's visa free. Okay,
What?
there's Georgia, there's Azerbaijan, Kazakhstan. These are visa free countries. Okay, beautiful countries. You could travel, come back. It's very cheap. 300 dirham going and coming. You don't need a visa.
Wow.
Okay, guys. You need to travel.
I
UAE residents have benefits. Residents, I don't mean local people. I mean you and me. We are residents. There are so many benefits. So anyway, I was on a trip and I just came back and I enjoyed myself. Yeah. So forgive me for that.
no.
Now, from the topic I could hear is talking about having kids here and the planning and all that.
Yeah.
Well, I am always, unfortunately or fortunately, I am always on the opposite side of the conversations, if you've noticed. I would like also to disagree with most of the things that the people are saying. Guys, if there was a place on the planet that you could have your babies, UAE is the place. I have had all my babies in the UAE. Now, from what you people are talking, I think I need to enlighten you on the labor law and on the policies of the healthcare company healthcare policies like Daman and all these other insurances. Now, ladies, for as long as you have a contract and a residence employment letter with your company, these are your rights. A lady is entitled to a maternity leave of 90 days. That's number one. A lady on residence, okay, you only need to pay 500 dirham in the hospital for baby delivery. Now, guys, I'll tell you a secret. All my babies, I have had them here, two of them. I have never seen such excellent service like in the UAE. They gave me a full apartment on my insurance. Okay, my baby was on my insurance. They gave me a full apartment, Mediclinic. Those of you in Abu Dhabi know Mediclinic. They gave me a full apartment. They will give you a standby on watch nurse taking care of you 24/7. They will give you meals because I was there for 6 days approximately. 2 days post delivery, rather pre delivery, then the other days post delivery. Guys, this is the best service. Trust me, this kind of service I get in your country, only the ministers and the presidents will be getting this kind of service at only 500 dirham. I don't see why you want to take your poor baby to Cameroon to start struggling with those government hospitals, which don't have up to date ICU units. They don't have competent doctors with the doctors could be competent, but they don't have the facilities. Right? My gynecologist was very good. The nurses were very good. They take care of you. They even give you food for an extra person. I was there when my girlfriend was giving birth, so I was the extra person. They would give you food, you and that other person. I mean, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'm telling you, all at 500 dirham. I never spent anything more than that. And my kid was delivered healthy. Now, after you deliver your baby at that much money only, because the insurance takes care of the rest. You understand? Now, pre delivery, every time you go to the clinic, it's just 50 dirham consultation. They check your blood, they do all these things, they give you these funny pills of iron and all fluoric acid, cheap things. 50 dirham, 20 dirham. Guys, which other place on the planet would you have your babies except the UAE? I am telling you out of experience. Now you're struggling taking your son in those places where people are having coups and coups and coups. I don't know what's happening in Africa with coups. Have your baby here. Be here with your baby daddy. Be here with your baby mama in a peaceful place. No wahala. What's the issue? It's even cheap. It's free. There's no cost. Okay.
Mm.
Now, if you're on a higher level like Martha, when you started your platform, the whole emphasis was people to elevate themselves and get more money. If you even get more money, it's even better because my class insurance entitles me to better services as such. You understand? So they will treat you well. Once the baby was delivered, we are taken to the ICU unit, not because the baby had an issue, but to monitor, to see how this child is. They told us that we shall not hand over this child until this child has 100% record, like the record is perfect, the sight, the what, all these things. We would go to the ICU, they'll take care of the baby, we would visit, they gave us the breast pump, which you would be buying at 500 dirham, they gave it to us for free, they gave us the milk for free. Okay, long story short, when they were relieving us from the hospital, guess what? They gave me Pampers for a whole month. Yes, they gave me, it was called Aptamil. They gave me Aptamil for over a month on my insurance. Those of you know Aptamil, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, they gave me breast pump accessories. Okay, because my girlfriend did not have like enough breast, so we had to pump it out. Okay, they gave me a baby crib. They gave me a baby stroller.
Mm.
The combo they gave me because of the insurance and that hospital, I don't know. My guys, I don't know what else you want me to tell you. UAE is the place to have your babies at. The only thing is for you ladies, again, I keep telling you, please, if you're a cleaner, I don't see why you're getting pregnant by a cleaner. You're going to suffer. You're going to suffer. Elevate yourself and choose the right men with the right standards who will take care of you properly. I don't advise any lady to rush into having babies with a person who is not going to be financially capable of being a daddy. You understand? But if you elevate yourself, then you can take care of your child in the UAE easy. Now, even after delivery, you have 90 days of paid leave. I heard someone say, then they'll cut your money. No. Women, once you deliver, okay, you'll go to the Ministry of Internal Affairs, okay, you'll print the birth certificate of the baby, you submit that birth certificate to your company, they will send it to the labor and they'll pay you your 90 days salary. You understand? You have
Mm.
90 days to take care of your newborn child because for those of you who know about the baby health, the first 3 months of the lactose milk from the woman's breast are the most important. So the labor law knows this, the government knows this, so that's why women are entitled. Now for us men, I think men, they give us, 7 days
Yeah.
paternity leave. Yeah. So the women, you have advantages. You have advantages. Have your babies from here, but not from a poor man. Make sure that your man
Okay.
is substantial and is earning good money and he can take care of you. I really feel bad when they impregnate you. Then the man has to tell you, you know what, baby, go back to Cameroon. I'll be sending you 300 dirham. You're going to suffer. And once you travel and go, he's going to get another girl who has no problems. Then you'll be stuck in Cameroon with this newborn baby with not enough resources, all in the name of blind love. So again, don't be blind when you're having babies. You understand? Have babies when you're financially capable. Martha, I heard you saying you need to have like savings for 3 months, 6 months. Martha, again, if your man is capable of taking care of you, why are you saving 6 months' salary for your child?
Mr. Think with me, we are talking of it depends on your salary rate.
No, my dear. Again, go and read the policy. What policy? Go and read the demand policy. Okay. Go and read your labor contract policy. You'll see it. I don't say things out of the blue. Okay. Even a cleaner, 1,500. You, as long as you get pregnant. But the thing is, when you get pregnant, you have to submit documents. There are certain documents you have to submit. Okay. Then when you give birth, you have to get your baby a birth certificate. This is where the issue is. You will not be entitled to these benefits unless you have proper paperwork. If you have shady paperwork, you cannot be entitled. But for women, it is standard that once a woman has given birth, they're entitled to 90 days paid leave. The question is, when are you going to take the 90 days? Most women take the 90 days at 8 months. So it will be the 9th month, then the other 2 months with a baby. And even when you go into the 4th month, they will pay you half. They will pay you 15 days of your leave. You understand? This is written. It's there. Everybody knows this. Okay, most people know this who take advantage. So again, I don't see why a woman you need to save your money for 6 months to take care of a baby, yet you did not impregnate yourself. I solely believe that a man is totally and absolutely responsible to take care
Good
of his
evening.
own baby because he fathered that child. Women are not supposed to spend a coin of their money on children because you didn't get yourself pregnant. Okay. So anytime you have a man who is telling you you need to contribute something for your child, my dear, that was a loss. Okay. So, Martha, let people have babies here. I encourage all of you. Have your children in the UAE. It is safe, okay? It is cheap, and they give you top-notch services because the UAE has insurance policies that actually work. In my country, Uganda, the policies are there, but they don't work. They will ask you to pay full amount. I'm telling you, only 500 dirham. I'll even tell you the clinic. It's called Mediclinic Al Noor Hospital. Only
I know
500. You register it, get
One
your baby
question,
a
one
birth
question,
certificate,
one
and
question.
guess what? And guess what? One more advantage.
Hmm.
Now the law was changed. Before you had to register as a married couple. Now the new decree is any mother that claims identity can have a child without the need to prove that they are married. You can actually have a child without being married.
I want to
This is
record
an,
this. I was fighting with these things this evening. Oh my God.
what's the problem, brother?
I didn't know I would meet such a program like this. I was having a chat with my girlfriend, and I said that I heard that you can give birth in UAE without
Yeah,
having a marriage certificate. She said
brother,
never done.
brother. You were, first of all, you're welcome. You're on the right platform. In this platform,
Okay.
we try our level best to tell people the truth.
Mm.
Most of the people have hidden this information, and our African people are ignorant. They say, oh, these things are for the rich. Just because think with me, you have a good job. I am telling you, you can have your baby here, even when you're a cleaner, even when you're some, if it doesn't matter, as long as you're under residence.
Hmm.
This law applies to residents with insurance. And a woman by law is entitled, for as long as you have a vagina and a womb, the law allows you and permits you to be pregnant and have your baby legally.
Ah,
So please, do not stress yourself. Don't send your child. Why would I send my baby back to Uganda? I need to hold this baby. I need to make sure I hear his first voice, see his first baby steps. I want to
in
hear him
fact,
call me Dada. This is the joy of the parent.
they wanted to
You
do
understand? Why would I send my child to Uganda to be raised by another person? You understand? This is the safest place you need to have your babies at. There are many more other benefits we have as residents, but I'll keep the topic because this is what I found. Guys, UAE is safe. This issue of claiming that there is a place called home, guys, there is no place called home. Home is not a
Hey,
location.
can I
Home is what you
can
make
I
it.
share the link? I want to share. How can
Sir, don't worry. We'll download this clip and repost it.
okay. Okay.
Just
So
make
Because
sure you're following all our
I need
videos. We download the clips and repost.
I need this because I was even fighting for this. Oh,
brother,
I
let
wish
me finish. So, as I was saying, guys, home is not a location like Cameroon or Uganda where I'm coming from. No, home is where you make it. I keep telling people I decided to make UAE my home. And ever since I made that decision, I feel more peace. I feel more comfortable. I see somebody should mute themselves.
I'll unmute you now.
Yeah, so as I was saying, that UAE is a good place. We need to stop looking at it as a foreign place. Make it home. Learn the benefits. Oh my God, there's so many benefits. Financial benefits, you can get loan. You can purchase things easily on credit. You can do all these things. You can travel to Georgia. You can travel to Azerbaijan. You can come back. You can have a sweet, beautiful life and cheap. Guys, the key word here is cheap. People have confused Africans to think that everything good is expensive. No. Life is actually affordable in the UAE. Just elevate yourself and leave the caliber of the 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 dirham. The higher you go, life will be better, and UAE is actually a good place. I'm not like paid to advertise for the UAE, but I'm speaking out of experience. All my two babies are here. I have watched them grow. I take them to the park. The park is free. I take them to Yas Island. It's 150 dirham. Your children go and enjoy. Which place? Do you have any Yas Island in Cameroon? I guess not, because there's no Yas Island in Uganda. You guys, let us make this place home. Have your babies from here. Forget about Cameroon or Uganda or Nigeria. This place is cheap and it's accessible to everyone. Thank you, Mata.
You're welcome, sir. We appreciate you. We are glad you're back.
In fact,
You give it to
fact,
us hot, hot.
brother, I need your number. I need this brother's number. I need this brother number.
Mr. Desmond, if I can speak for him, you can possibly only get him from here. Anything you want to ask, he would love you have it publicly.
Okay.
You ask anything you want to ask here, and he will explain so others can benefit, because that's the purpose of this
Okay.
platform.
Do you know the reason why I am so interested about it? Me, I'm a
Why?
Ghanaian, and we have a big platform. Do you know what happened? A lady Ghanaian got pregnant in UAE here, and many of her friends told her that without having a husband with a certificate, you cannot even go to hospital. So do you know what this lady did? She gave birth in a room.
What?
Hmm. You can't believe it. She gave birth in a room, and now there's a complications. She can't even go to hospital.
She can. She can still go to the
Yes,
hospital.
and now she's homeless also. She's sleeping outside. No
What?
job, no money, nothing.
If I may interject, Desmond, let me tell you something. One thing I have discovered, and I'll say this with all confidence: our African brothers and sisters are foolish, and they choose to be foolish because they choose to be ignorant.
Yeah.
That lady, even as I speak now, if she just went to the police in the Department of Family Affairs, she will be helped. Her baby will be taken care of. They may take the baby to NMC or Al Noor or Bujil. They will take care of the baby. They will nurse the baby. They will give her whatever she wants. There is a facility in Musafa that takes care of women. There's a facility in Alain that takes care of women. There are so many facilities in the UAE that take care of women. Women have high priority in the UAE. Actually, there are more women's services than there are for men.
Mm-hmm.
Foolishness will always bring you problems. They always say that a weak mind burdens the feet. If you have a weak mind, she will suffer until she will die. Let her seek knowledge. Let her go to I don't know, Martha, we need to make a program telling people that the police is not your enemy. Do
We
not suffer in this UAE when the police is available. Whether
Some people don't
overstay,
just want
whether
to
whatever,
accept it.
please do not struggle and die in the UAE when these people are there. This system is good for the people. Go, let her report herself to the police. She will be taken care of very well. If
Yeah.
they can, if they can give me all these things for free, they will give her much more.
Mr. Think with me. Even on Wednesday, we had a program, and an Emirati lady came, and she was emphasizing that if you know of any African lady out there that has a baby and she cannot take care of the baby, the best thing you can do for that person is to report the person. That stop giving them money. You giving that person 50 dirhams, 100 dirhams, you're not helping them. Report them to the police so they can take care of them.
Yes.
Very
And
soon
Martha,
they'll be posting them that this one is dead, this one is dead, and we don't know the cause of death.
and
And they
Martha,
keep
for me,
saying Africans are dying in the UAE. What's happening? What's happening? Some of us, we are the cause of it.
but for me, Martha, as well, before I conclude, Martha, the final thing, for as long as women have 99 ways to avoid pregnancy, I have no sympathy for women that get pregnant and suffer. As a woman, you have over 1 million ways not to get pregnant. We men, we have only one way, and it is the rubber way. You women, you have so many. You have the one for the armpit, you have the one for the pill, you have the one for the injection. You have so many ways. Now you choose to go and have this life sex and get pregnant, and you think you will not suffer. Women, it is your sole responsibility. Baby delivery is your personal responsibility. No man will ever feel the pain of childbirth.
No, man.
But if you put that in your head and you take conscious of the things that you do, then you will not suffer. Brother Benson, Desmond, I have no sympathy for that woman. She chose ignorance. She has chosen to suffer. Instead of seeking knowledge, okay,
Oh,
I'm telling you, she has chosen to suffer. That's it.
now the problem is a brother of us keep this lady in his house, and now he has taken care of for her for almost 4 months. So she want us to send this lady home. But how are we going to claim that that baby is for the woman? Because there's no paper, nothing, no hospital trace.
But you guys should report her to the police.
Okay.
Uh, please
Brother,
excuse me.
you're
I
you're
want
forgetting
to say
one
something.
thing. You're forgetting one thing. Just a minute. Whether that she has no identity, UAE does DNA. They'll pick
Okay.
DNA from her, they'll pick DNA from the baby free of charge. If any child has no identity, there is DNA. So all this, the no identity, she cannot do, it's a lie. They just choose to suffer. That's it.
Hmm. But brother, the problem is where are we going to get such
Let,
information giving us like this? Where are we getting it from? Because see, if some of us we are in the camp, the same knowledge, same level, same ignorance, you know. So where are we going to tap this vital information from? That is the problem.
Brother Desmond, for as long as you people only want to watch Nyash videos, okay, they will always suffer. If they can scroll, if you see in this live, we have only 39 people. But if you go on the Nyash videos, there'll be 1,000 people. So such idiots, I have no sympathy for them. Let them watch Nyash, let them suffer, because the platforms with knowledge are here. They choose not to seek knowledge. So what can we do? Mother, what can we do?
Nothing.
Hmm. You are right.
Mr. Desmond, please advise them to come here. They should come and follow. We don't end here. We download these videos, we upload them on YouTube. People don't watch. So what should we do?
Hmm. I hope today's program you said you are going to record it. Today's one.
I record all my programs. All I download them and upload on YouTube and on
Let
Facebook
me
and
let me follow you
short
before I
clips
forget.
of them.
Let
I
me
put them here on
follow
TikTok.
you. I've already followed.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Let me type it down here.
Yes, I want to. I want
hello.
to. I want to. I want to watch you
Yeah,
every.
go ahead, sir.
Good evening to everyone.
Good
Good evening.
evening. Thanks for joining.
Thank you for the opportunity also as well. I've been listening. I've been listening in the background. I've been listening to Mr. Think Big Talk and other ideas and opinions and stuff like that. I just wanted to give mine as well. Listen, I don't want to contradict Mr. Think Big or anything, but I'll advise every African lady out there, if you want to make your baby, sister, kindly go home and make your child and come back to Dubai.
You're below 5K.
Even if you are 7K, if you want to give birth to your child, go back to Africa, give birth to. I have a nurse friend, okay, a friend who is a nurse. She earns 11,000. All right, she earns 11,000. She was given 6 months leave when she was 8 months pregnant. She chose to go back to Cameroon, give birth, nurse her baby for more than 11 months, then leave her and come over. They might paint the picture sweet, they might paint the picture beautiful and stuff like that. I'm a married man. I went to the hospital with my wife twice. The bills in Dubai are not affordable for the average African. I mean, even if you're earning 6K, they are very tough for you. That same child that you are advising people to give birth to here, one time that child will be sick and you take him or her to the hospital, the GPs here, they're almost like doing nothing. The general practitioners don't do anything. They just tell you, okay, you need a specialist, you need to see a pediatrician, you need to see this, you need to see that. And before you know, you are paying 2,000, 1,565, and you know how some children can be. Have you ever asked yourself the question, what if it comes to a situation where they have to, you have to have like a C-section, they have to operate you for you to give birth? Do you know how much is operation bill here? Can
Sir,
you afford it?
sir,
Even
let me
if,
say something, please.
yes.
Do you guys remember, for those who were here from the beginning, I started by narrating the story of one of our own African brothers. His wife actually got pregnant here, and
Yeah.
the baby could not sit until 9 months. The baby came before time, premature. Trust me,
Okay.
that baby had to stay in the incubator for 3 months. His
All
bill
right.
was more than 130,000 dirhams.
Okay.
He had an insurance. He's actually an accountant here.
Okay.
Works for a very good company. I don't just want to mention the name of the company because some people might know him. Trust me,
Okay.
he's scared of having another child.
Exactly. Not
Yes,
just him. I have a friend. I have a
yes.
friend who works in an oil company in Abu Dhabi. The assistant HR there is a Cameroonian guy who earns 25,000 dirhams. 25,000. He has a car and a house allowance. Trust me, that guy brought his wife here. His wife got pregnant. The complications that came with that pregnancy, Mama, he spent all his life saving. All. I'm saying that he started borrowing money from employees who earn 1,000, 1,500. That is just to tell you that the risks of having your child here, they are too high. They are too high. For what? For what reason? Go down to Africa. I mean, how much is childbirth? Do you know that childbirth in Dubai, childbirth, normal delivery is 6,000. Normal delivery. Normal delivery. So they don't hold
Brother,
you a bond.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I never do this. A and B. I'm really sorry to interrupt. Mata, I'm very sorry to interrupt.
Brother, you talked for a long. I didn't interrupt. I would like to talk also
No,
without being
because
interrupted.
why I'm
Brother,
interrupting is
please let
because
me
I
finish. You
want
have
to
the
know
opportunity to talk. You
which
have the opportunity to
hospital is
talk,
this?
sir. You have the opportunity to talk. You have the opportunity to talk. Please, can I talk?
6,000. Which hospital is this? Give us the details of these
Ask us,
hospitals.
ask us, ask us, bro. I went there. I saw it on their board. It was written. I
No.
think
Mr.
I even took a picture.
B.
If
No,
if I take, I can send a picture.
Mr. A and B.
Yeah.
I agree with you because I myself, I had my baby at Asta Mankul and
Okay.
my bill was 13,000 plus.
Good.
Yeah,
Okay. I'm happy.
it
I'm
was
happy you're a living
normal.
witness. I'm happy you're a living witness.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was
Back to
normal delivery. It's true.
okay. All right. Back to what I was saying. So why would you want to spend, 13,000, 15,000 to have a single child when how much is 15,000 in CFA? That's like 3 million, right? That's like like 2 million 8. If you went
Yeah.
to Cameroon, you'll have a delivery for 200,000. Max 200,000. Say communication come for the Pekin. You have a safe delivery. You live a very comfortable life. I mean, if you went with 15,000 down to Cameroon, you have a very comfortable delivery. Live comfortably. Raise your child to the standard at which you can raise him, and bring the child here. Because what is the essence? You want to have that motherly child born. Yeah, but you always have limit in Dubai because at the tail end, 2 3 years time or 4 years time, your child wants to start school. Can you really afford the fees comfortably? You didn't come to Dubai to work money to establish yourself in Dubai. What's the essence of giving birth to Dubai when you won't even have nationality of an Emirati? The child won't have a nationality here. What is the essence? So I'm advising every young lady out there, whether you got pregnant by mistake or you are married or you guys, you and your husband decided to have a child, sit down, do the analysis, the financial analysis, the risk analysis, and everything. You will see that going back to Africa to have your baby is 10 times, and without mixing with, is 10 times preferable than having
Thank
a
you so
baby,
much, Mr. A
especially,
and B.
especially if you are below the 5,000 waist rate, which many Africans are. So you don't stand a chance in Dubai.
Thank you
You
so
don't.
much, Mr. A and B. I agree with you what you're saying, but Mr. Think with me is also making a point because he's giving us an easier way. He asked the question here when I said the amount I had to pay. He said, how did you register in this hospital? And it's true. I didn't have the knowledge. I told you guys from the beginning, I've not been able to actually share my experience. What actually pushed me to start such a program? I said it's because I'm seeking for knowledge. I'm thirsty. There are things I want to know. Yes. And I'm so glad that God is bringing the right people my way and they're sharing these things. Trust me, the information Mr. Think with me has, I didn't have it because I had a very good insurance, but I was not aware. My previous HR was actually from France, but my HR now, okay, the HR I had when I was pregnant was from Philippines. And he didn't help situations at all because my first HR, when they brought her insurance, she said, I can boost my insurance with about 500 or 1,000 dirhams, and it will be covered 100%. And whatever will happen to me, I'll spend little or nothing. She told me about it. But the HRO I had by the time I was preparing to get pregnant, he was not helping matters at all. I don't know why, but when I go to him to ask questions of my interest, he just gets upset. He starts raising his voice. He's like, "You're always asking too many questions. Even when I give you answers to your questions, you have another question to ask." So sometimes I was just restless. I didn't go to him to ask questions. So when I got pregnant, I was just like, it's okay. I'll just do things. But at the end of the day, I realized I spent more. And I said to myself, okay, I need to look for more
So
information.
the problem is,
Yeah.
Martha, the thing is, you guys take information basic. Insurance matter has levels. There is the basic insurance. Okay, there is the golden, there's platinum. You understand? Anytime you go for the cheapest, anytime you don't read your insurance policy, these HRs will always cheat you. A woman, you have the right to ask for your policy and make sure that it covers pregnancy, it covers maternity. If your insurance has maternity, Martha, unless you want me to send you screenshots of my medical bills, I have no
With me,
interest.
it does. But the thing we should be telling people is you need to know the percentage your insurance covers maternity.
Yes, you need to know
Yeah,
because this insurance is basic for women. I made it
that
clear.
is it. So
Women.
they will actually give you insurance that covers maternity, but there is 30%, there is 50%, there is 70%, there is 100%. So as a woman, what you need, it's either you have 90% or 100%. But if your maternity is not covered up to 90 or 100%, then you're at risk.
Exactly. So that this
Yes.
should be the question. What
And then
insurance do you have and what hospital are you going to? You guys may
Yeah.
be going to private hospitals instead of going to government hospitals.
Yeah, actually, Asta is private. I went to Asta Mankuri.
Yes. So if they bill you, they're not wrong. So you
Yeah.
cannot say it's expensive because where I went, it was not
Even
up to
Africa is the same.
1,000.
If you go to private hospitals, you pay higher.
It is obvious, even in
Yeah, it was a
Cameroon.
private hospital.
of
So
course,
I agree
of
with
course.
you. You know,
Yes.
Mr. Think with me, I'm not blaming anybody and I'm not upset about it because I took out time to reflect, to think about it, and I realized, hey, I made a mistake. Maybe because I was just in a rush, or I don't know. I can't really explain, but I knew I made a mistake. But next time I'll not make a mistake. I'll make sure I'm going to a government hospital. No need going to a private hospital. No, 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 no.
Yes, mother. Don't suffer. Yeah, I'm telling you, the services are cheap. I have
It's
no interest in telling you that things are
Yeah.
cheap to sugarcoat. I
right
do not
now, I have
sugarcoat.
very good insurance that covers maternity 90%. So I know that one is good, but I can't go to a private hospital. I must make sure I go
Never.
to a government hospital.
Yes,
Okay,
absolutely.
let me ask a question, please. Let me just ask one question. The reality of many Africans in this UAE, right? If you want to check the percentage of people who are earning from 5,000 above, they are not many, right? Now, let's say, okay, people who are earning below 5,000, right? Okay, let's say the person wants to give birth here. Okay, good and fine. Okay, so how would a person have to maneuver the system to make sure it benefits in terms of insurance, in terms of not spending much, all those kind of things?
You need to know your insurance policy, and the woman needs to know the percentage. And another thing, make sure you're going to a government hospital, not private.
So
Because most,
I'll,
let's say
I'll
for
give you the
example,
information.
the company I'm working right now, right? Like for me, I normally do my monthly body checkup, right? That's what I do. Now you will bear with me that a it's crazy. You bear with me that even a job or something that have to take, let's say, 100 dirhams or 150, 200 dirhams, the company will tell you they can't cover.
Mother,
It's
I'll tell you a
madness.
secret. I'll tell you a secret. Just listen. Martha, if you
Then I have
go
to
to
go to a
your
private to a hospital to spend my own money for everything.
if you go to your Taman app, okay? Open your profile. Go and register. You will discover that your Emirate card, your passport.
Please, Mr. Think with me, please. We are getting echo from Mr. A and B. Let me unmute him because people need this information.
Yeah, listen.
Yeah.
I mean, I profit nothing by sharing this. So just listen. Go to your Tamam app. In that app, okay, first of all, open your UAE Pass. UAE Pass will enable you to open all these applications. Your Tamam app will show you what your passport, your everything, all these details. Now, in there, you'll discover your policy, your insurance policy. Go to your insurance policy, get to know your insurance provider, okay, the man and all these things. Go and download your insurance policy and read through. Now, if it's not covering maternity, call the insurance provider, okay? Tell them you want to upgrade from basic to platinum or to gold. Add an extra 300 dirham, okay? And let them upgrade your policy, and they will send you a new policy for you to sign and attach on your application and attach on your residence. Because I'm saying this for those who are doing the cleaning, those jobs of 2001, because they keep saying our salary, our salary. You can actually pay your insurance to upgrade from basic to a higher standard of insurance, which covers all these things. Mind you, even the basic insurance that you have does not cover the head. It covers from your mouth below, and it does not cover orthopedics. Orthopedics is the bones. If you have any problem with the bones, it will not cover. Go check your policy, upgrade it with only 300 dirham, then have as many babies as you want. This thing of depicting the country expensive because of your mistake of not knowing, it is wrong. Upgrade your policy, my brother, okay? Change it from basic because basic will not give you maternity that is 90%. You understand? After upgrading your insurance, then now start living a normal life. Go have babies, do whatever you want to do because it's covering all these things. Insurance has levels. Yes, the higher job you get, the better level or the better policy you get. So quit going to private hospitals, go to government hospitals with proper information. Okay, some of you even go without information. You don't have, for example, even you have to submit your residence and all these things. Everything is written, but you can see. Go get your policy in the system, upgrade it, pay the 300 for those who are having this basic insurance. Then that's it. Then live a comfortable life without quarreling and degrading the country that it's expensive. It is just that. It is simple.
So my question here: can someone give birth here without having a marriage certificate?
1,000,000%.
Sure.
Yeah. I know of
Okay.
a lady as well. She has her baby now, but she doesn't have a marriage certificate.
Yeah,
Or
we are not deliberating on marriage certificate. That one is clear. You can give birth here without a marriage certificate.
Yeah.
Our problem, our problem is the finances. We are
okay.
saying a lot of things that is in the hands of
So
other
if you have
people.
your money, no problem.
We are saying a lot of things that are in the hands of different people. See, it is just that some of you don't know what other people are going through their companies. We have companies that are not even paying the normal salary for
That's
people.
why you have to take
No,
all these things into consideration. If you know you're in a
exact,
company that doesn't
Oh
pay
yes.
you, then don't have a
ex,
baby here. You
Yeah.
don't just wake up one day and get pregnant and have kids.
this is
No.
this is this
That's
is
why we are
exactly the
saying
point that I'm
plan. You
saying.
have to prepare.
I am saying that everyone has the mentality of trying to spend less. And I feel that from every angle, if you compare your expenditure in Dubai and going to give birth back home, you will always find that you are at the advantage of going back home. Even the comfort itself of home is different. The comfort itself of home is different. Mr. Thing with me saying that make as many babies as you can. You make 4, 5 babies here with salary of 5,000. You will see that you are in deep shit. Or even a salary of 10,000, you are still struggling. So these HROs that you'll have to keep turning up and he's saying that go and upgrade the insurance. There are some insurance you cannot even upgrade yourself. Your employer has to upgrade for you. Your employer must be the one to upgrade for you. And some employers are stingy type. I'm talking about managers that have Indians and Philippines and in fact these sub whites, I call them sub whites because they don't get white man mentality. These sub whites are stingy tight. They can mess your life up. And then thing with me, I respect the amount of knowledge you have. I genuinely I respect that. But I want to understand that in Dubai, most often, and when I say most often, 60% of the time, what is written in their laws is not feasible in the reality. It's not practicable. You try to do it, you spend more than what you can do. Let me just go out of topic a little. We have cases where they say, okay, your employer should not hold your passport. I have a situation where my friend resigned from our company, and our manager purposely messed him up to give his passport. I mean that it took him almost 2 months with turning left, going right, until he missed the job opportunity he was going to get. Then the passport was released to him after he has made that opportunity. So people can mess your life here up from their superiors and stuff like that. Why go through all that stress? Why go through all that stress of wanting to turn left, turn right? You are not even in a comfortable position. You can't have a family beside you to guide you. Why go through all that stress when you could just go back home? Your mom is there, your dad is there, your brothers and sisters are there. Make your child have a nice time. Take the time off and get a vacation for yourself. Stay home as long as you can. Come back. You already have the experience. To mingle in the system will not be hard. Come back and
See,
continue.
the communication is nice because we have two ideas here. This man is trying to prevent us.
I
And the
really
other
heard what
guy
you
is
said.
also educate us
No,
that
no,
it's
no. Don't
possible
tell
you
me
can make it if only you have the means.
Guys,
So
guys, the thing is, we like Mr. Think with me is coming with the like this idea of eliminating some of the recent, let me say some of the happenings, like what Mr. Desmond came to talk about
yes,
one lady that blah blah blah. Mr.
yeah,
Think with me wants to avoid such
yes,
situations.
yes.
Yes. If you happen to get pregnant and you say it's pregnancy by mistake, you can still have your baby in UAE if you're so
Yes,
ashamed
that's
to go
what I
back
want
home
to
and have
hear.
your child.
And this education is very, very, very important because
Yeah.
most of the ladies have this kind of fear that even when you miss your period, they don't want even to go to hospital. It happened to my girlfriend. He was having a serious complication by bleeding. She was thinking maybe it was a pregnancy and something has been tempered. So this lady nearly died. He breathed continuously 7 days. Fear to go to hospital. Why? Because maybe they might find out maybe she was pregnant or something.
Brother
I'm
Denson,
telling you, most of
actually, even HIV, Martha, people are suffering with HIV in Dubai. You can come to Abu Dhabi, they'll take care of your HIV, they'll give you medicines. Guys, these things are there and they're free.
no,
I don't really understand.
brother, you have this knowledge. I'm telling you, 70% in UAE here, they don't even not have this idea you are talking about. And here, if not TikTok or things like this, how are we going to share this kind of information? How are we going to put it in people's head? That's the problem. I'm telling you, my girlfriend I'm talking about is a very educated woman from
Mr.
Kenya.
Desmond,
But she's ignorant and he doesn't even want to hear this. All
Mr.
because he says his
Desmond,
uncle said
please
it.
encourage your Ghanaian people to keep coming. We are live twice a week, Wednesdays and Fridays, 7 p.m. UAE time. We sacrifice our time to share some of these experiences, to share the little we know. But sometimes some people come here and they call my amazing speakers motivational speakers simply because they're trying to tell them the truth. They're trying to tell them the possibility of things, how you can overcome some of the situations that are happening out here.
Oh,
Guys, our time is up, and I've been here for 32 minutes more. Please. Guys, please, our YouTube channel is known as K and Mom's Reality. Go and subscribe. We are struggling to get that channel to 1,000 subscribers so we
I
can go
tell you,
live.
YouTube is what?
So
Mention
we
the
can
YouTube.
take some of these messages to YouTube as well. And we can be going live and discuss about some of these things. Some people keep saying they don't like TikTok. They love only YouTube. Some people say they love only Facebook. I don't know why. Because I try my best to download. It's not easy for me as well, but I try my best to download these videos and upload them there. But
Like
the
when you put the videos on the YouTube,
Use
it's not the best
use
because
use a
YouTube
VidMe.
you give more
VidMe can
time.
help you to download. VidMe can help you to download from TikTok, and then you can use it now to upload on YouTube.
yeah, I do. I upload it and upload on YouTube. I do.
Yeah, just type that
Like
YouTube name
Mr.
again
Temi
so that we
was
can.
saying, people hate knowledge. When they hear some of these things, they're like it's boring. They want to see people dancing and all. Hello, she's talking. You haven't said anything. Please unmute yourself.
Yes, hello. I'm just listening. I'm more in the comment section.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you too.
What is your YouTube channel name?
K and mom's reality.
Moms. Okay.
Like normal K and moms. Let me type it down here.
MOMS.
Yes, MOMS. It should be capital M.
Okay.
Guys, I'll be leaving you all. See you guys on Wednesday. We'll
Wednesday, right?
continue some of.
Okay. I think I'll get the notification.
Yeah, I'll upload this particular video unfailingly tomorrow or latest on Sunday.
Okay. I'll be happy. I'll
Yeah.
be happy. I will share
We've
this
been
video
here from
with everyone.
7 p.m. So you should know, especially this part of Mr. Think with me, it will be towards the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have some. I'll put it on our platform. This
Okay.
particular video.
Okay, thank you. Good night and see you guys on Wednesday. Love you all so much and have a blessed weekend. You guys have stolen my time.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.